Yo. The most normal thing in us humans is that we all think we're weird. 93% of people ask that they consider themselves weird. And even though I just made that statistic up, it's probably very accurate. Everyone that I know thinks they're weird for some reason. I used to think I was weird because of a habit that I used to do. When I had a problem with someone I cared about, I just wouldn't tell them. Quite the opposite. Whenever I should have been the closest to people, talking to them about the issue that I had with them, I distanced myself. I pushed them away. I stayed away from them. I just hoped that they would read my mind eventually and just notice that something is wrong. And then I catch myself thinking that, and then I'm like, that is weird because nobody can read minds. But it turns out that a lot of people think that way. A lot of people do this distant behavior when they have a problem with someone. And the opposite of this behavior isn't weird either. You know, the opposite is when people go nuts and do crazy stuff just to get someone's attention just because they feel like this other person didn't care about them enough. Both of those things are very common. You probably act in one of these two ways too. And that is because everybody is weird in some way. But if everyone is weird, then nobody really is. You probably had more gay thoughts than you'd like to admit. There was a time in your life where you felt like the people around you didn't really got you. You know, the things that you say and stuff. And you also sat alone one time wishing someone else would join you because you felt lonely. You probably feel lonely right now. How do I know that? Simple. Because we're not weird. You know, the two of us are very similar to each other. And so is everyone else. We always think we're weird for doing or thinking things, but we are actually a lot more alike to the next person than we might think. The more people you look at, the more normal you become. Yeah, you might be unusual in a group of 10, but take 10,000 and there are a lot more people that act and think very similar to you. When people say that you are weird, they usually mean one of two things. Either you just don't fit into the group you're in right now. Maybe you got different interests. Or you don't fit in and that makes you act strangely. So maybe you like to dress cozy, but right now everybody dresses in a very formal way with suits and ties and stuff, right? And because you don't want to seem weird, you force yourself into a suit just to fit in. But you hate being in a suit because it's uncomfortable as fuck, duh. So now you act weird and then people say you are weird. They say that because you're not true to yourself, not because you are actually a weird person. But don't focus too much on your weird little quirks as your unique traits. You know, something like being very nerdy, or a girl that writes with her left hand even though she's right-handed and now thinks she's very special for that. I don't think you're a unique person for that. And I don't think it helps anyone to feel that way. If I would have thought I'm unique for avoiding people when I had a problem with them, I would have never worked on it. I probably would have been proud of it instead of trying to fix it. That's a weakness. I shouldn't be happy about it. Sure, I should accept that I'm that way right now, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't work on it. I think you're special for the stuff that you do and the stuff that you create. So I think a person is unique when they see, let's say, 3 person attack someone who's innocent, and then they jump in even though it might be dangerous. I think this action makes this person unique. Or someone created something outstanding, an app that helps a lot of people, then I think this person is outstanding because they created that. But they're not outstanding just because, I don't know, they write with their left hand or because they think they're outstanding. Do outstanding stuff or they create outstanding stuff. I think that's where we should jack off to. Aim higher, give me smoosh. Mwah.